I literally like sat there thinking like, don't puke, don't puke, don't puke. And then the moment he like pulled up, I'm like, right here is great, man. Thank you so much. Paid. Threw myself out of his cab and vomited. And like poked my head back in. I was like, did I pay? Did it go through? He's like, yep. I'm like, cool. I didn't want to vomit in your car.
I just had my friend pull over when that happened. I was like, "Yeah, I just need you to pull over for a little bit." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "I just need to get some air." Okay. Got the door open. Whoa, he's
Yeah.
like slowing down. I was like, "Don't slow down. Just keep going."
Just roll, just roll.
Keep the door open. Oh no, I unplugged my headphones.
Oh no, he
I'm
can't
back.
hear anything we said about him.
I can.
He didn't hear anything we said about him.
I know you all want to fuck me. It's fine.
Listen,
I'm aware.
nobody's hiding that.
Mm, That's you're true. That's true.
That's true.
We ready
Nobody's
to
hiding
go?
that. Yeah, no, I told you we've been live this whole time.
I know. I'm just like, is there anything you have to do beforehand? I know there's sponsors
We're
and shit.
ready to go. Everybody get naked.
Feels like you want to re admit that for everybody so they know future reference.
Okay. Anyways, hello everyone, and welcome to episode 11. Enter the Mind Flay. It feels like a reference, and I don't get it.
Yeah,
So,
someday.
okay. Um. Yes, last time on our little show here, the party entered a weapons manufacturing laboratory, um, found a secret door activated by blood. They found the person who they believed probably activated, the head scientist, slit their throat. The medic then sapped the last of their life force away in a ritual of macabre magic.
They were already
Um,
dead.
they were basically dead. You did suck the last of the life out. It's fine.
It was a mercy.
Sure. Yeah. Still.
It's fine. I killed
Yeah.
them.
Look, everyone was at fault, is what I'm saying. You all killed that woman. It's
I
fine.
did nothing. I did nothing at all.
You stood by and watched. Doesn't matter. You then descended the stairs and found a room filled with these tanks with people floating inside them. And then one larger tank at the very end of this sort of strange, like, displays, experiments, you're not quite sure, and found a mind flare. When you approached, spoke to you through your mind, as they do, and said, "You are different." And that is where we left off.
It said,
And that is where we will rejoin. Is this giant? Is this like 7 foot tall purple dude with no junk? Sorry, people, monster fuckers.
Unacceptable. I mean, there's
They
tentacles,
canonically
it's
have
fine.
no junk.
They have tentacles. It's fine.
They do have tentacles. Staring at you from inside this tank.
do we recognize what this is?
Roll a.
I think you said that Sailorville did
I mean,
because she's half drow.
well, she's half drow. Doesn't mean she has fucking knows what it is.
I mean, she fucking knows anything.
Each of you, I'll say, roll a d6 and see if you succeed.
Would arcane knowledge benefit me here?
If you want to use arcane knowledge skill, absolutely.
3.
3.
2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, both of you can roll another d6.
Oh,
if
right,
you want.
right.
Yeah,
Gotta
because
do the hero dice.
you're wild
3,
cards.
3.
3. Okay, it's a fail.
2.
It's a fail as well.
How did we match?
Ton. You know what this creature is. Yeah, it's a mind flayer.
This thing is an illithid.
Oh, are we supposed to know what that means?
How much am I allowed to know about?
Just being, you have to speak up. Remember, hun.
Can I be heard now? Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. How much am I allowed to know? Should I just spew information?
You know the basics. It's a subterranean creature, lives in the Underdark, and is a hive mind creature that consumes brains.
Subterranean creature. They work in a hive mind. They eat brains.
Oh.
That sounds pretty terrifying. I won't lie.
They do not sound like very friendly creatures.
Nope. Not
It's
Hmm.
just watching you guys right now.
It is not good, and they have it here.
So why does it eat brains?
Why do you eat brains?
To feed and to learn.
Apparently, it eats our knowledge.
Yeah, you all heard that. Yeah.
Yes, to be to learn. That's right. That doesn't put me at any less ease.
I suppose important question. What are you doing in tank?
I can answer that.
Don't
Can you?
You can?
Eat as a thrall. This is
I
correct.
am no thrall.
This whole place is a blood bank.
A brain bank?
Blood bank.
You
Are they here to feed it?
are
Is what I meant.
close to the true answer. If you wish, I can tell you.
I'm going to guess that someone or some people nearby are using you and everyone else in here as fuel for their magic.
No,
Probably using their knowledge.
that is more to the point.
So they feed you people with potential knowledge, and then you tell them what you learn.
They wish to discover the secrets of our psionics. Imagine an army who can think as a single unit.
That sounds horrifying.
Yes, but it gave me an idea.
Oh.
And you hear like water moving as all the heads of all the people behind you turn and look at you, and all of them channeled through the mind flare say, "We are not Illithid. We are the Illithari."
Have I heard that before?
You have not. I will say that there is not a chance you've heard that before.
Okay.
Yeah. They took me from my hive. They put me here. And above me I could hear their thoughts, the slaves they brought, the pain they caused them. I offered them respite. I took their minds from them, and after the torture, after the experiments, I gave them their mind back, a solid foundation to rebuild themselves. And they came to love me.
You were separated from your hive, so you made your own with them.
Yes. I knew of their plans. I probed carefully every day, and so I simply took their idea. These are my children. They are the new Illithid, the Illithari.
With 5, would I know how they reproduce?
I'm going to say no because the mind flayers guard that secret very closely. So just with a 4, which is a normal success, you wouldn't know. If you want to if you want to spend a Benny to re-roll, you could, but it's up to you.
So what is it that you want?
I wish to seek revenge on those who have harmed me and my brethren.
I will attempt to re-roll.
Sure. Spend a Benny. You have 2 left.
9.
Ooh, 8. Yes. The illithid reproduce through the tadpoles. They put a tadpole in someone's brain, and they get consumed and turned into an illithid. These people, however, you see, aren't illithid. These are humans and elves and a few dwarves. Like these aren't mind flayers.
Not yet.
And if we are to theoretically release everyone here, including you, would you use them as hosts?
You're asking if I would convert them.
Yes.
Why would I need to? They are my Ilathari. I am their elder brain.
Insight check.
Yeah, roll notice. Holy shit.
Out of character, I'm like, how do we just kill this thing? But in character, I don't know shit.
So with the 15, for what you can get from what he has said, these people have willingly given their free will to this creature, and he considers them a new form of illithid.
Okay.
And he's their elder. So he doesn't want to convert them because he doesn't have to.
Alright.
They are under his control.
He went crazy in his loneliness, and now he's happy he has a family.
Kind of, yes.
That's putting it
Yeah,
nicely.
Yeah, a little less
Took-
like
took a-
he's
took a different-
he's not insane, but he is found because illithid are creatures that like they constantly have 1,000 voices in their head, and he lost those, and then suddenly there's these people and they're talking in his head again, and so he's like, good, I'm the elder brain, I'm the one that connects everyone, we all think as one unit.
Also, more mechanical question.
Mm-hmm.
I know he probes for he said he was probing thoughts.
Mhm.
With my improved magic resistance, does that count for psionics?
I'm going to say maybe. I will say he has not probed any of your minds. He hasn't gone like he can read surface thoughts, but he hasn't gone deeper try to look into your thoughts yet.
I'd hope not, because all he sees is Grigori standing there looking stoic and just thinking, "Oh, it's so gross! It's so gross!"
Let's look at edges. But yeah, so as you stand there and looking, talking to him, after a moment, he reaches out to you all and says, "I have a proposition. Free me and my Ilathari, and we will help you."
Me in character have no reason to suspect that will ever go bad.
I'm going to just like gesture for Grigori and Sailthil to follow me as I just kind of like turn around, take a few steps away, and just call for a huddle.
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 So
I do not know how good this huddle will do if he can read thoughts.
I imagine um, maybe not. You might sense a presence in your head. If it has any similarity to arcane magic.
Do they have magic that is not magic? Is mind power?
How much do I know about that? Is there a difference between psionics
with-
and...
You would you roll with a 9? You know that Illithid born with like traditional styles of magic are ostracized.
Okay.
Some people do consider like it comes down to like weird like, oh, do you consider psionic magic or do you not? It's like a weird like academic arcane debate. Whether or not
sweet.
people
I
individual particular into magic, including psionics, weird science, etc. So yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good to
So yeah,
know.
whether or not it's considered like proper magic is sort of up for debate. But the Illithid do not consider their psionics magical.
Okay. From what I understand of certain magics, not ones that I usually peruse, there are powers that can infiltrate other people's minds, but the further that they start to dig, the more noticeable it becomes. What I know from my studies, and this is my first time seeing one up here, and not in a book. They normally reproduce through putting little tadpoles into people's brains.
Well, that sounds unpleasant.
I imagine the process is painful. However, he does not seem interested in doing this from what I can tell, and seems quite happy that he now has hundreds of voices in his head instead of just himself. He considers himself a leader of his new hive mind.
So, do you think there's any reason to be worried about releasing him?
Playing off of my
Great insight check.
yes.
You get the feeling that this creature wants revenge for what has been done to their new hive. After they get that revenge is another question.
Maybe a different enemy of my enemy situation.
You know, we have those really dangerous people coming in case the
Oh yes, if the bridge doesn't work to stop them.
case of the rowdy commie bunch don't do their job.
Would pose a very big problem with very well trained soldier there and us basically left with handful of people and shitty guns.
If they definitely want revenge, however, what they want after that, they don't seem to have decided. Someone may need to keep them in check if we do let them out.
They are welcome to go anywhere that does not put Fosterall in danger.
Out of character, I'm wondering if I can employ a mind flayer and their cronies when I become the new mafia boss.
Tell you what, we'll give you the.
Was that a thing we were working on?
Shay's like, you fool! This has been my entire long con.
Well,
Look, we give them the White Isles. It'll be fine. Nobody lives there of importance. It's fine.
You know where nobody lives?
White Isle. It's an entire country.
Nobody
Island.
lives there.
It's
And then it'll be an
I know.
entire Illidaran country. It'll be
It's-
fine.
so full of orcs.
No, yeah, the orcs are in the White Tribes, but you know where there's no people? Giant's Island.
That is true. Zone of Giants Island. It's just a giant castle. Anyways, so, what are you guys doing? Essentially, this thing's watching you guys. You're not sure if it's listening in. You assume it's probably listening.
It's not listening in to me, probably.
Yeah, you're resistant to psionics, so it can't really hear you unless you allow it.
I mean, I'm for.
He's good at
this.
reading lips, though, so you're fucked. You can see us all talking.
That's why I faced away.
Yeah, you turned away. Yeah,
I'm
you do notice you're in a room surrounded by things that are connected to it psychically, and they're all watching you.
That's why I also asked for a huddle.
Sure.
Real talk. There's no reason to doubt this particular mind flayer. So, not knowing that mind flayers are super dangerous, there's no reason for Salathil to want to just purge the tanks right now. So, I'm for helping them.
Like I said before, if we are going to do this, we will either have to send them very far away.
You have to speak up. We're in a huddle, but you're still very
Okay.
quiet.
If we are going to do this, we are going to have to either, when this is all over, we have to send them very far away, or someone is going to have to keep them in check, because creatures like that are very, very dangerous.
Why not just point them back in direction of the underground?
Also a possibility.
Because if they're setting up big thing here, why not send them back towards source? Maybe they could get more people to take care of that front, and then it lessens hold everywhere.
That's true.
Normally I would be very against such an idea, but this particular one has potential.
At the very least, could help very much keep reinforcements of Drow busy.
You see its head tilt upwards and say, "You should hurry."
Yeah, there was one of those guys still here.
Oh shit! Yes. How do we get them all open?
Roll a notice check, everyone.
All right, that's just how we're rolling today.
Get seen.
5, 7, and a 6. That's or 5, 7, and 6. That's fine. Yes. I'll say it with all. Looking around, there are various control panels sort of scattered throughout the room. You sort of were distracted by the sort of cacophony of displayed humanoids. Very distracting. Seeing a lot of dicks, a lot of tits. There's no 90s sci-fi censoring here. This is gritty, real-world shit. Yeah, there are various control panels written in Undercommon. Salathil, as you're pointed towards them and start to read them, there are pretty obvious, like they're labeled pretty clearly. There's some say purge, one says purge, one says feed on each of sort of the control panel on each of these tanks, and the other says empty tank.
Might want to fire in the master switch. There's a lot of these.
All
You
written
do
in
not see a
gibberish.
master switch.
Okay, let's get to work.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to like face the mind flayer again, and just in my head, I'm going to let the barrier down briefly, just to think. Betray us, and I will wrench the blood from your body.
He looks at you in the eyes and says,
Did you say that out loud?
No, that was in my head.
Oh, okay. I was like, maybe we're going to be like, Holy shit, great heel turn.
He cuts off the other two from this message and focuses on Tan Shear and says, "You do smell of blood." And do you guys start hitting buttons?
I will go up and I will look to the others. And he's
Grigori
just-
would ask what the switches mean because he cannot read Undercommon. It looks
Nothing
like
bad.
That's a good
weird,
point. All right,
weird,
I'm letting
weird
you out
scribbles.
Now. Purge. No,
Purge.
He'd be like,
that wasn't
this is
supposed to happen.
this is release button,
listen,
right?
we kept the surface thought saying we were going to help them, and then we hit the button to dump sulfuric acid into all the tanks.
I am releasing him from existence, man.
Yeah.
Do you guys hit the buttons?
We hit the buttons that will release it and not kill it.
Okay.
I think after finding out which one is which, Grigori's gonna look and be like, which one is let you out button, and it's clearly not purge. Purge is bad.
It's probably not. It's not purge, and it's probably not feed.
Boop.
You hit empty tank, and the tanks begin to. You hit on one of them, hit them. An alarm starts going off. Because, yeah, these are experiments. There's sort of like if something's happening, you know. I assume you hit. Do you open the mind flayers first?
Probably, because he doesn't want a bunch of like floppy naked bodies just kind of flailing there waiting for him.
Sure. You hit the button. The tank drains. It lifts up, and it steps out, and it says, "We should be quick." And it floats a few inches off the ground and begins to move towards some more of the tanks.
On the idea of being quick and in the interest of not being ambushed.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, no, I themed this.
Let me look at D&D stats, see if they have some telekinesis he can employ. Oh my god.
He does. It's it cost 5 power points to use telekinesis. That's actually what I'm looking at, and I'm thinking just like once whatever symbol is or series of writing is pointed out that is to open the tanks, I was just gonna telekinesis all the buttons.
Sure. Read me the exact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I post it?
Okay.
Let me post it.
He does not have telekinesis. They are able to levitate innately. 10 pounds times his spirit die, lifting creatures, dropping things, that can have weapons. Okay, it's 5 power points, you said?
Yes.
That's a lot of power points. And that's pushing buttons is a lot less than 10 times your spirit die type, which is probably pretty high. So I will actually roll me a spellcasting. It's 8. You can lift 80 pounds. That's a lot.
Spell casting.
Yeah, roll a spell for me.
All right. Yeah.
Shit. Cool.
10.
I was saying like yeah, you have to like roll pretty high, like at least like a raise to like do a lot of them, and you got a raise. So yeah, you use this spell. Buttons light up as the alarm continues to blare, and these tanks begin to drain, and the Ilathari are released upon the world.
Well, you put it that way.
Hey, you released the fucking weird new mind flayers, and I didn't.
That's fair.
I just made them up. They begin to move to other tanks, hitting the buttons, and more opening as you begin to hear from the stairways that come down. People are starting to run towards this place.
We have incoming.
I can hear their thoughts.
they
I
thinking?
assume it is time to leave.
It is time to fight. And you see the Althari, all of them naked, start breaking glass, grabbing things, ripping pipes off the wall, grabbing whatever weapons they can. As the Mind Flayer sort of heads to the head of this growing, like, sort of wild group. And he actually turns to you and says, I assume you have an escape plan.
Haha.
Well,
Yeah, actually.
how do you know where? We do know we do have a set of series of more formidable weapons outside.
Well, he's gonna roll a thing. Yeah. Each of you get a image in your mind of essentially a kind of like a map. It's not like you don't see just like a map. You get like the familiarity of this place, and it's sort of like the knowledge of where things are in this place is beamed into your brains. And one of the things you learn is the vehicle bay with the prototypes in it.
Prototypes.
Prototypes.
Now, when we get this image of prototypes,
Rin,
Yay! It's
I
happening.
promised you a proper mech, and there's a proper mech in there.
Alright, I'm going for that
2
one.
legs, 2 armed, has a vaguely head-shaped thing. It's kind of round, kind of looks like a giant set of like a diver suit, like a hard suit, but with the guns.
All hail Illidar.
how many people does it take to pilot one of those?
It takes 2.
2.
1 person to control it, 1 person to man the guns.
I look to Saelathil and Grigori.
Yeah.
Get in, loser. We're driving them back.
Yeah. You could probably fit 3 people in there. It would be cramped as all hell, but you could do it.
Stay with the Illithari. We'll make an exit.
Well, first we have to fight our way out of the basement.
Not
Everyone,
fun.
pull a card. I'll throw that up there. That is the card they drew. The group drew. This was sort of like a more group context thing, because there's a lot of people coming down. There's a lot of people on your side too.
Keep trying to draw.
Yeah, you click and then you drag it off of the,
Or you just hit the draw button.
Oh,
or you hit the,
I saw a jack
whoops.
first.
But
the jack is mine.
Those are the ones he's drawing. You have to hit the button that says draw when you mouse over it.
Okay. You got a 9 of hearts.
9 of hearts.
The Queen of Spades.
Queen of Spades. I see. Oh, there we are. So, okay, it's pretty good. It's a 10, a 10, a 9, and a 9. I'm gonna say your group goes first. You begin to hear. You get the feeling that Oliver has either stopped attacking or died. You hope stop attacking, but only one man can only cause so much trouble. He has to get,
He's a spy. He would have ducked when he
Yeah.
knew it was gonna be too much.
Yeah, you're confident that he's probably most likely maybe okay. And then, the secret lab underneath the thing full of the dangerous, psionic creature, the alarm started blaring. And so they're like, oh shit, that was a distraction, and now they're all coming down. The Illithari begin to hide, except for the Mind Flayer. Mind Flayer stands tall in front, and you can feel just rage, just like emanating off of him, starting to infect your own minds a little bit. What do you guys do in this moment? You have your group acts first.
There's just one entrance and exit, right?
Yes. It's there through the secret door.
Let's see.
probably Gregory will run up and like post up on one side of the door. That's if there's not two sides, then the one that's safe to hide behind.
Sure. Yeah, you move up close. Hide sort of beside there's not really a door. It's like there's the magic door and then a stairway. Just kind of an open stairwell.
Do I have to recast telekinesis again if I want to use it?
I'm gonna say with your raise, I'll say no. I'll let you keep it for now.
All right. I don't know how mean I want to be with this, but there's a lot of broken glass around.
There's a lot of broken glass.
There's a lot of broken glass.
Do it.
All right. I'm just gonna levitate a bunch of broken glass around me in like a shield.
Sure, you left a bunch of broken glass. Rin, what does?
I'm gonna find some cover. I'm not gonna be out in the open. I still have a submachine gun, so I'm just gonna be ready.
I do put the gas mask, or keep the gas mask. Put the gas mask on if it was.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I just keep my face covered, and I will.
Yeah, absolutely. Good plan. So I'm going to assume that Frost and Rin prepare to fire weapons when someone comes down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's got the pistol out, and I think he's got his gas mask, but his other hand is on it, like he's ready to lift it up at some point, and whether or not anybody's aware of it.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna put all that glass on the stairs as caltrops.
Oh, that's clever.
And then just have
it
them
moves
shoot
over
directly upward once they.
And
yeah, you can do a bunch of crazy shit.
I'd like to tie some paint cans hanging by some rope up behind the door, so that when they step through, it swings down.
Sure. If only there was paint cans and rope in this room.
I love that you've realized your telekinetic potential and you become Kevin McAllister with it.
I mean, he
pranked, elf nerd.
He did murder 2 men. That's how that movie would have gone in real life. Those men would be dead.
He murdered them a lot.
He murdered a lot of people.
He murdered a lot. He would have burned that house down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Anyways, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that you all prepare your actions. The Illithid, the Mind Flayer, prepares an action as well. You see running down the stairs in the front is the Volk. This giant drow that has been, sort of chemically and magically augmented. Wearing this like pretty blank ballistic mask with a big helmet, a bunch of armor on, and carrying a really big machine gun, and a sword. It has a sword, and begins to run down the stairs.
Carries one in each hand.
Is there one machine gun in each hand?
He carries the claymore in one hand and the giant machine gun in the other hand. That's how big
he just has like a sword on his hip, and he's carrying like essentially an MG42, like a really big machine gun. Runs down, and since you guys went first, you guys prepared. Before he fires, you can do your things. So, Frost and Ren, you see the Volk, and behind them, I'll say, fuck it, I'll say about 8 guys.
Oh, good. How close together are they?
They're pretty grouped up. They're trying to get down these stairs and fight the evil psionic creature. Yeah.
Single bullet down the line hits it.
Just come out.
Oh no, it's even better. You see Grigori, he'll lean out, like he kind of steps into it, and you look at him pull the gas mask up. And for the first time that you've ever seen it, you see a giant gout of flame erupt from his mouth.
Oh, Grigori.
Holy shit.
Oh, damn,
oh no. Okay, I need to read exactly what I wrote for that because I don't quite remember.
They're dead.
Let's see what I write for that.
I did not know damage could explode that much, but here we are.
Let me just open this up. I'm gonna have them make agility checks to try. Actually, no. Bonus damage 22 plus. God, so much damage.
They can make agility checks on that glass.
Yeah. Fuck, you really fucked these guys up. Jesus. Okay, they're gonna make agility checks. Because I realized I didn't implement that thing super well. So there's 8. So I will roll 8 of that, and he has a higher agility. The Volk. Well, the Volk fails. So that's great. Oh, I did that wrong. Sorry. Reset. The Volk still fails. Okay, fail, success. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. 1, 2, 4 succeed. So I'll say they take half of that damage. Because I'm just fuck it. I'm just using D&D rules at this point. Whatever. It's 20. Oops. I don't want the square root of 29. I just want to know what 29 divided by 2 is. 14.5. I am going to round down for that because I'm going to be nice to myself. So 4 of them die. 4 of them looked super fucked up by that. The Volk is injured.
Are any of them wearing anything flammable?
Oh yeah, they're on fire. Just they're like 4 of them are on fire. The Volk he's also on fire. But as his coat begins to burn away, he's wearing a lot of metal underneath of it. He seems like he's hurt but kind of unfazed.
Yeah, they are in pain.
Rest of them are dead. 4 of them are dead. The other 4 are on that store.
And then Gregory will like immediately put the gas mask back down and like try to like run back to get into cover. Like, all right, I did my thing. You guys have fun. Never be in closed, tight corridors, you fools.
Oh god damn it! That was so bad. Sailor, Tan, you go. Fuck it.
How much would you say? Can I just roll for them stepping on the glass? Since I'm technically using that as weapons.
You don't want to.
Do you want to throw the glass up and like eviscerate them, or do you want them just to have caltrops? You can do either one.
Just make the glass explode while it's half molten at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I could. How much damage would you say that does?
That would kill people.
That would kill people.
I will say it's a spirit plus a D8 of damage. Spirit die, so D8 I think for you plus, or it might be D10. I'm not sure. Spirit die plus a D8 of damage.
God, I still have the pacifist hindrance, so I don't think I can do that as much as I'd love to.
You can do that. You just can't. They're coming to kill you.
You're right. I just can't let them suffer.
Yeah. It's just like you can't let them suffer, and you can't like kill a hostage. You're not. You're just like you have some other stuff, but you can.
Yeah.
If someone's trying to kill you, you can kill them. Like it's not. Yeah.
Fair point. They shot first.
They drew first blood.
They did not actually. You guys did.
Yeah, they
just have guns.
didn't.
They shot first when they burned my hospital down.
That's fair. Hello, I am Frank Gori.
Also,
I'm firing my laser.
All right. Let's see.
so just
Can
think
I
you're
roll
helping
damage?
them.
Or do I have to do another spell casting?
I'm gonna let you keep the spellcasting as part of the same sort of action. So just roll two. I think 2d8 for you, if I recall what your spirit die is.
2d8.
Yes, 2d8.
Do I roll the wild die as well?
Not for damage. No.
Okay. 2d8.
2d8. 13 damage. Okay, 2 of them just die. The Volk is injured. Actually no. I'll actually know. Oh, fuck it. I will roll. Nope. They can't succeed and not. If they succeed, they still die. I will roll for the Volk though.
Can I do non-lethal? Can I not?
You are shredding them with glass.
Okay, then. I feel like story-wise,
Maybe just it's like a panicked reaction because now there's fire and glass everywhere, and she's just like, ah!
Yeah, there's a bunch of fire. You're freaked out. You're scared of fire.
oh shit, that's right. I need to roll
Yeah.
something. I'm
There
supposed
you
to
go.
roll
You
something.
accidentally murder a bunch of people. It did the
Yeah,
blood
you have a fear.
rises.
You have a fear of fire.
Yeah, that's a major one too.
Yeah, you saw a bunch of people burn to death. It's not fun. Turns out war is really bad for your mental health.
Yeah, no.
It's just not fun. Ask those four guys on stairs.
Yeah.
No, I think I see the fire and I just go and I curl up behind a vat.
Roll a before you. Let me look at. Is this done?
It's like, here, I'll help out. Takes over.
Roll a.
Spirit
Does
minus
Ton
4.
want to cower away, or does she want to try and fight? Oh, look at this. Checks of all traits. Major fear.
I subtract 4 because it's a major.
Or what I will do is that I will give them a plus. If you want to keep doing it, I'll do this action. I'll give them a +4 to their saves. And so if they succeed that, they will survive this. Or you can play it as like you panic and stop attacking. It's up to you.
I'm gonna flip a coin
Sure.
because I feel that's thematic.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Okay, they can make their saves with a +4.
+4. So that means that they get at least one save. And actually, that means that the Volk doesn't take any damage. Because oh, actually no, it's the wrong one. They still die. Well, actually, I'm a little tired, so forgive me. 3 of them die. 1 of them survives.
Actually,
I'm going to say you already acted.
okay.
Yeah, we came to an agreement. You acted. The fire goes out. You panic. You throw up the glass. It skids across the armor of the Volk. 2 of them are cut and shredded. 1 of them is able to sort of throw himself backwards. Still on fire, mind you. But the glass misses him. Sailorthil.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the rest. Who's left?
There is the Volk, who's very hard to hit. And there is the guy in the back who's on fire.
Yes.
I will be alright if you say no, but can I say I ducked instead? Because I feel like something's bugging me about it. If not, that's fine.
You know what? Sure. Yeah. The 3 guys won't have died.
Okay.
That's fine. They're still on fire. It's cool.
They're still burning on fire. Sure. If something's bugging you about that, absolutely. Ton.
Okay.
Nope. Sailorthil.
No,
Sailorthil. You watch as Ton ducks behind something and kind of covers her head and looks away from the fire. Are they aware of your fear of fire, or have you kept that a secret?
I don't.
You definitely never let Grigori know because he
No,
would not have
she-
done that
I
near
don't-
you.
I don't think she's ever shared it with anyone.
Never told us.
Sure. Yeah. You watch your friend panic in a way that you have not seen her panic.
She's a pacifist. That's fine. She just killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Is it still the 2?
No. Because Shay undid her turn, which is I will allow.
Okay.
There are 5 of them left. The 4 guys, again, still on fire, and the Volk in the front,
All right. So
who looks pretty unfazed at this point.
The Volk is going to need to be focused down, so it's going to be easier to deal with the remaining guys. So I'm just going to shoot up the stairs, and I'm just gonna fire the shots from the closest to the furthest. So as soon as they drop, she has enough training to switch targets as soon as one goes down. She's not gonna empty bullets into a corpse.
Sure.
So with the submachine gun, it was 3 shots, right?
3 shots.
First shot, 6.
Aiming for the Volk.
No, the soldier's on fire. I gotta clear those guys.
Absolutely. Let me pull up their stuff. I'm pretty sure let me pull up Underdark Soldier. Because those are just like generic soldier. Actually, they all have pretty similar stats. Their parry is 5, so that hits. That hits one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and then roll the rest of your shots, and then roll your damage.
Okay. That's a 14 for the second shot.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah. Fuck.
And then an 11 on the other.
Yeah, those all these hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, the damage was. I'm trying to remember because I didn't write this one down.
I probably do. I have it here. I do not.
I think.
Let me look it up. Fine. It was the MP40.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, it was just the submachine guns we looted off of them.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Infantry. Boop 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 boop.
Looks like it was 2d6 that I was doing.
2d6 minus 1.
2d6 minus 1.
Yes. No. Yes. So just 2d6 minus 1, which is a pretty good chance of killing them. They have a amount of toughness.
So 5 for the first shot.
Got it.
The exploding didn't add any damage.
No, I don't believe it does. They just to hit, because like some things you fight, like dragons, I think in this game have like a to hit of 20.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Another 5 for the second.
Fuck. Okay. Cool.
And 5
Jesus.
for the third. Okay.
Yeah, their toughness is 5. Just like 3 shots. Boom, boom, boom. And 3 of them go down.
Cool.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna get back undercover.
Sure. This is really bad for them because it is the Mind Flayer's turn, and he is going to use Mind Blast. And so they are going to make rolls against that to try to just they'll make a smarts roll. That seems appropriate. Reset, and luckily smarts Volk aren't very smart. The 1, just 1. That's a success. So he takes half damage, and that is a failure from the Volk. So they'll take the full damage of him. What do I just say is that? Yeah, you feel this wave of energy come from the Mind Flayer, and it kind of makes you all get headaches, but it's not directed at you, so you can't even imagine what they're feeling.
I feel nothing.
You kind of feel like a pressure, but you don't get a headache. You watch as one of the guys in the back grips his head and screams and falls over and is just like his back arches, and then just freezes there. He's bleeding from his eyes, his ears, and his and the Volk takes another wound. I'll say that is that turn. The other ones, the other guys, the Ilithari are doing other shit. They're getting the other Ilithari out right now. They're letting you guys focus. It is the Volk's turn. Let's look. The Volk's rate of fire is 4. And so he's not going to target Tan. Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, it's 4 of you. Never mind. Yeah, he's going to target Tan. Tan, you do have cover, though.
Yep, I'd like to remind that we all have deflection.
That is true. That gives you a what again? Can you let me know?
We didn't get raises last time, so
I think it's
they
just
subtract...
+2?
Yeah,
Or
they-
yeah, -2 to their
yeah,
shot.
they subtract 2 from all their shots.
Minus. Excellent. Let's see what he gets. Okay. 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 Um, I'm gonna go sort of down in the order of the cameras I see. So very top, it will be Frost. It'll be Grigori, Sailithil, Ton, and then the Mind Flayer because I'm on the bottom of the cameras, and I represent that guy. Um, Frost, what is your parry?
Grigori's parry is 6.
Excellent. Rin, what is your parry?
My parry is a 5.
Okay. Ton?
My parry is a 4.
4. Okay. And the Mind Flayer's parry is higher.
I also have dodge, if that matters.
What does dodge do?
Let me pull the book up.
Yeah.
I should have had that ready instead of just dropping that info. So dodge allows me to use cover, movement, and concealment to make them harder to hit. Unless they are the victim of a surprise attack or taken completely unaware, attackers must subtract 1 from their ranged attack rolls when targeting. Characters who attempt to evade an area effect may add 1 to their agility roll as well.
So that's a 7 to hit you.
Okay.
Actually, just for fun, because you rolled a 12 on... You actually rolled a 12 on Grigori. I'm going to roll again for that. Yeah. That's a lot. That is 7 plus 12 is
19.
19 minus 2 is 17. So it hits you. It for sure hits you. First time I've shot you, mother.
I've been shot before. I was the one that took the wound when we did the jewelry store heist.
Nope, that was Ton.
me.
Oh wait, no, that was you. Yeah, I was
was
the one
Ton.
I got hit, but I soaked it.
Yeah, okay.
Got shot in the back.
Grigori, what is your toughness?
5.
5. You are shaken. As he does 9 damage. Then he's gonna roll 2. Just reset this. He's roll 2. What is Zalithil's toughness?
Toughness is 5.
5. Okay, you are also shaken.
Fuck yeah.
So you're not hit with the bullet. That's not how shaken works. It's either like it flies really close to your head, and you're for a second you're frozen and like aren't guarding yourself. That's what shaken means. So he fires. The one guy in the background is just straight up dead, frozen in eternal agony until his body rots away. Because also, yeah, the Volk have a special ability. They're unshakable. So whenever they're shaken, they just they automatically recover whenever it's their turn. Top of the round, I believe Grigori, you are shaken, so you need to make a vigor roll to become unshaken, or you're unable to act.
Ooh, is it an unshake? Because there is an unshake option.
You can spend. I believe you can spend a Benny to become unshaken automatically.
Yeah, cool. There's an unshake button.
Oh, fun! Yeah. So you are no longer shaken. You're able to, shake off that, and I believe you can act.
I'm going to, after just like that bullet hit, just like, oh jeez, it's going to get back and drop the pistol to take out his sniper rifle.
Now, as this guy comes in and just like kind of like rakes the fire across the room.
Actually, how far away was he?
He's pretty close. You get up close enough to blow a cone of fire at him, so he's
okay.
close.
Let's. Yeehaw, a 6.
That misses. What? Oh,
I will Benny to reroll that.
sure. Yeah, roll Benny. That hits. It is not a raise. Okay. He is shaken.
And I will.
After
Yeah, I'm sitting there. I'll try to move as much back as I can from this
Yeah.
giant guy.
you fire, it hits his armor. He sort of staggers back because it's like a hit to the chest. Like it's a lot of damage. Takes a step back. Tan, you're up. Things are still on fire.
Yeah, I do have an idea of how I might be able to help.
Sure.
I'd like to use the, and I would have to re-roll, or I would have to spend more power points to use it again, wouldn't I? To use the telekinesis again.
At this point, yes.
Okay. Oof.
I was a little liberal with how much you could use it before, so I'm gonna.
Yeah. Is do I see Sailthil shaken?
Yeah, Salathil is a little rattled right now.
Can I attempt to get them out of it with a with a
What are you
healing?
trying to do?
Can I do a quick healing check to?
Sure, yeah, do a medicine check. See if you can check him out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll let that happen. Yeah, that's enough.
So
You just run up to Salathil, and what do you do?
I think I run up to them, just kind of like, I quickly do that thing, that like field medic thing where I'm checking for injury, and just kind of shout, "You're good, you're good."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, your medic comes up to you. Salathil, you're a soldier. You never really get used to being shot at. Especially not this close, and there's fire everywhere. It's a panicky situation. And it wasn't just one round; it was like a line of bullets went across, like above your head. But your medic comes up, ensures that you're okay, and you feel yourself calm down, and you're no longer shaken. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to right the gun. There are no more regular mooks, right? Just the Volk.
For fun, this won't cost you any action or any action economy. Just roll a notice for me. Just for fun.
Yeah.
No, you don't notice anything. Yeah. No, it looks like it's good. Okay. Just the one guy, just the Volk.
Just the Volk. Okay.
Just the Volk.
All right. God, I wish I took something like suppressing fire. All right. I'll shoot him up.
Beautiful.
Boop. I'm gonna re-roll that one.
Sure.
That's a 5.
That misses.
Misses? That's all right. That's better than a 1. Okay. And 2. That misses.
Mm-hmm.
And 7.
That also misses.
Okay.
Yep.
No, that's fine. That it tells us what our target range is, boys.
Yeah. You lean out and fire, and it tings off his armor. Continues to move forward. These guys aren't easy. After that, it is the Mind Flayer's turn. The Mind Flayer is going to, do what Mind Flayers do. And is going to sort of float up to them, and is going to attempt to essentially hit them with a tentacle and hopefully grapple this person. I will say, reset that. Yeah, they're pretty tough. That misses. Fuck it. The Mind Flayer is a goddamn wild card. Fuck this. Nope. The tentacles lash out at this thing, at the Volk. Volk is able to take a step back and is not grabbed.
Oh shit.
Excellent. So it tries to attack. Fail to Volk again. fire their gun. They have still with a -2 from the thing, and that. Okay, reset. Oops. One, two, three. Ooh, 4. Excellent. What is Grigori's to hit again? Tough or parry?
6, 8 if you count the -2.
So that does not hit. That's a 5. The bullet misses you, Grigori. It misses you, Salathil. I assume 7 is higher than parry. Tan.
7 is higher than my parry, yes.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. You take 2d8 damage.
My toughness is 6.
Well, is what?
My toughness is 6.
Toughness is 6?
Yeah.
How do you have more toughness than
Holy
me?
shit.
This is horseshit.
Oh yeah, she did. You did put up. Yeah, I remember. You were like, I don't want to fucking die.
I'm a damn Blair
So you
Witch
put some
stick
stuff into-
figure with a Russian accent. This is horseshit.
Listen, I have a 5.
Jesus
it's fine.
Christ! Wow. Okay. I thought it was lower than that. Fuck.
No, I know I'm a caster. I'm gonna put some points into Constitution.
Well,
I know what abilities
that is
for, I'm
only a
reasoning.
9. You were not hurt. Well, you're
Oh,
just
shit.
shaken. The bullets kind of like zoom past you and get pretty close. And you sort of like fall backward. This Volk is pretty mad now that he's not killing you guys. You guys keep avoiding his shit, and his backup got fucking roasted. I did not expect that to happen.
Deflection.
Top of the round is Grigori. This guy is
Grigori,
hard.
we
He's
need-
hard. You have to
we
really
need
eat through his
something-
defenses.
We need heavier ordnance.
I'm gonna roll.
We left all the Panzerfaust with the spy boy.
Yeah, we still have grenades.
That is true. You do have grenades.
Shit. Tell you what, you throw a grenade, I'd take another shot. If this doesn't work, I throw a grenade.
The just a heads up. The mind flayer is right up in this guy's business.
Oh, well,
Oh,
we don't grenade this guy then.
Yeah, wow, man. My
Gotta
rolls
be a dick
suck
move.
tonight.
That's a miss.
I will second Ben again.
Sure.
Alright, never mind. Fuck this.
That is a miss. His to hit his
Grigori
parry
just
is 8.
throws the gun down. Fuck this, I'm out.
Yeah,
Pick
his
my
parry
handgun
is
back up.
his parry is 8, by the way. Just a heads up. Salathil.
Well, I can't grenade him with the mind flayer there. Like, that would be just a dick move. Alright. So I'm gonna keep firing.
Maybe an evil creature, but that's just a dick move.
He hasn't
Yeah.
been evil to us.
Oh, it's an evil creature. It's definitely still a brain eater.
Yeah.
It's not a good creature.
9. Ha
Hits.
It's like, look, I'm an asshole, not a monster.
I'll spend another Benny because this guy needs to die.
Sure. Roll your
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yes.
fucking hits.
14. And last shot. That's a 6. Okay, I'll take 2.
Two shots.
I'll
Yeah,
take
2
2.
shots are great. 2d6 minus 1.
8.
8. Okay. Roll your second damage as well.
6.
6. Okay. He is back to shaken. After that,
Rattle,
it is
boys.
Ton. Ton, you are rattled. You're shaken. You can make a
Alright.
vigor check to try to become unshaken.
Yeah,
And succeed!
10.
Wow,
Unshaken now act.
nice.
Yeah, you sort of like, I got this. You've been in such situations before. Hell, you escaped a burning building. You can do this.
Yep, okay. Alright, I do not have very much power points, but hey, there's some blood bags here, right?
Yep.
Are you going to unleash your blood magic in front of your allies?
No, I'm gonna wait until you guys go in one direction, and then I'm gonna take it from the 9 corpses laying around.
We technically did see her do a little blood magic shenanigans at the door.
I did a stealth.
She
Yeah,
did do
sure.
stealth.
I also
Well,
critical
like-
on that notice roll. No, I didn't.
I'm going to. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to use hemokinesis, not to lift him, but I want to restrain him.
Roll. What specific ability is that? Is it something I'm like you can do that, or is it like a specific ability from blood magic?
It says, well, when I'm targeting creatures, it says living targets can resist with an opposed spirit roll.
There we go. That's perfect.
Yeah, it says it's more for like lifting creatures.
Oh fuck it, I'm God. Yeah, roll your spell.
Okay. Spell casting. Ah! Oh no.
You got a bit.
I do have a Benny. I've got 2 left.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow.
That's a -1.
Welcome to the club. Our rolls suck tonight.
He has a D4 in spirit.
Can
And
you get
rolled
a
a 4.
lower than a -1?
He rolled a 4. So you reach out your hand to like essentially like freeze his blood in his system, and you see him like struggle for a second, then just keep moving.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm useless now.
You're not useless. You can absorb fucking PowerPoints. It's fine. It's fine. You're okay. So it is the Mind Flayer's turn. Mind Flayer once again is going to attempt to tentacle this creature because it's hungry. Just I did that wrong. Okay. So he has been tentacled. And boom, boom. That is not enough to do damage. I'm gonna roll something for. Ooh, that's fun. Goes back to him, unshakable, recovers. It's gonna fire 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, boy. Okay.
Hit.
3 of you are getting. Actually, nope. Yep. Nope. 3 of you are getting hit. So this, I'll say this is first is Grigori. He rolled an 8 on his to hit. It hits Grigori, Ton, and the Mind Flayer. Actually, he rolled a. It was 17 on the hit, the Mind Flayer. Okay.
Jeez.
Grigori.
Are you sure a 17 hits?
What's your toughness?
A 5.
5. So you are shaken and take 1 wound. As you roll a 12. Han,
Toughness 6.
you take no damage. You are fine. Now you rolled a 5. Oh shit. That's pretty bad. The Mind Flayer is also wounded. It's shaken and has 1 wound. Top of the round, Grigori, roll
Wait,
your
did I get
vigor.
hit?
You did not. It missed
Oh.
you.
Cool.
Yeah, it rolled really bad for you. It rolled great for everyone else. Seed, you are hurt. You take a -1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, alright, look, gun. Let's do this properly.
That hits.
Oh man.
So he had 2 wounds already.
Yes.
You fire. He has, wearing the ballistic mask, his tiny little eye slot. like holes for his eyes, and you just take a second, deep breath. You have this entire war. You have been hiding in bushes, and trees, on the sides of hills. You've been taking shots. This is a crazy scenario. There is a psychic squid man shooting out fucking beams, trying to eat this guy's brain. You watch as the mind flayer sort of reels back after he's hit, and you have a chance, and boom, right through the eye hole, blows out the back of this thing's head. This helmet goes flying, and it keeps standing there for a second, and like kind of points its gun, and like starts like moving between you guys as it just sort of like takes a second to realize it's dead, and just kind of like falls forward and kind of rolls and is deceased.
I'm going to run over to Grigori and immediately patch him up.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sure.
Oh, thank you. It's been a while since it's been shot. This sucks.
That's scary.
Healing. Where's he? Oh my god, why is this never alphabetical order?
No, it's your shit.
There it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that heals a wound. Grigori, your
man.
wound heals back up. She puts her hand over your, and like kind of pulls her hand away, and you watch as the bullet, like you can feel the bullet start to leave your body and kind of pop out of you. And the wound stitches back together. The mind flayer turns to everyone and says, "Good. Now let us continue."
Are you okay?
I am fine. And he picks up the machine gun.
Yeah. It's gonna be great.
Alright, I'm sticking with the Ilithari. Are you two
Yes.
good
You
with
good with that?
I'll make do.
I have no reason to doubt that he would try and eat you later, but if you're good with splitting up,
Sure, head with the
We will-
Ilithari.
We will take a point, I guess, and she can make sure giant army of mind slaves is okay.
I can
Yeah,
Mind
they
I can take a
companions.
giant army of mind slaves.
Mind
Yes.
companions.
find
guys.
companions.
Are,
yeah.
are you sure? I
They
did Dragonborn.
you hear him say they gave themselves willingly.
I can take a giant army of mind companions.
Well,
Sure.
they give themselves willingly, sure. And are you sure about that? Because I did Dragonborn thing, and all of a sudden it looked like you hide behind shelf.
I heard.
Is
you
the fire
joke.
still
It was
there?
funny.
Yeah, the corpses they're not. Bodies don't
smolder
burn
by
super
now.
well. They're kind of smoking. It does smell
I-
kind of disturbingly like pork.
I'm
Um,
taking a helmet and I'm just like splashing water on it.
Sure. You splash into, yeah, they've mostly burned out at this point. And the mind flayers eat deceased brains.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just
say
a-
no.
Just an,
That looks like
Well, they are recently deceased, so they still might
Yeah,
have
it's-
some
Some of
firing
those-
going on.
Some of the,
yeah, he's
some
not
of the-
going to do it.
Yeah.
They need psychic energy. It's a whole thing. So they're dead. So there's nothing to consume.
Like, you still got like 4 minutes, and now they've been boiled. Now they're great. It's like
Let us
just say like a
continue.
crawfish boiled. That'd be rude to them.
He levitates over top of the bodies. The Ilithari begin to follow him, ignoring the bodies. In fact, they just kind of step on them. Like they just no consideration for these corpses.
I'm a little disappointed nobody said in a fight, right?
no, I heard it. I acknowledged it. I got you.
I missed that. I'm sorry. You continue upstairs. The mind flayer turns to you and says, "I can hear them. The scientists.
We better move fast.
They are scared." And you know that you have to turn like that way to go to the bay. And that way is the way to where the scientists were. So that panic room. He turns that way.
You know what? No, they were here. They were doing terrible things. He can have them.
You stop him?
No, that's lunch.
Yep.
We have big boom to make.
Han, do you go with them?
I will go with them, but I'm gonna wait for a minute until people siphon out.
Sure, people siphon out. Your companions siphon out. The Elithari, like there's a lot of them. There's quite a few. So
Yeah. Once my companions are gone, I'm just gonna slurp up the blood from these 9 corpses.
sure. You get 9 power points back.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I just stand over there, and it's just like a ring of blood that just siphons out of them.
Yeah. You do that. You see some of the Elthari kind of stare at you, and kind of like very blankly, kind of like just like say nothing and leave.
Very blankly, what?
They stare at you just blankly, like flat faces, like no emotion whatsoever. Look at you as you do that, and then they leave once you're done.
I look at the one of the ones staring, and I'm like, you knew what I said.
Doesn't say anything to you. And they all head upstairs. Frost, Grigori, and Salathil, you continue towards the vehicle bay. Just a question, because my time is a little off tonight because of some weirdness at work.
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes? Cool. Excellent. Yeah, you head towards the vehicle bay. I will say, just for sort of ease of continuing on, and also I don't feel like running into the combat, there's a couple people you encounter along the way. You're then equipped to deal with a lone soldier or two. We're going to focus a little bit more on Tan, as you are moving with the Elithari and the machine gun toting Elithid. You round the corner, and there's the panic room where the scientists are hanging out. The door is closed. You can hear them inside. Like their bodyguard left, and they're also their head scientist is gone. So what's going on? What's happening? They heard like gunfire before and screams. The alarm. Also, the alarm that the psychic monster is loose has been going off, so they're panicking. The Illithid will knocks on the door. You hear them shout some things in Undercommon. One of the Illithari step up and respond. You assuming it's a call. It's a call sign to say that it's safe to enter because the Illithid has been here for a very long time, learning everything. The door opens. The Illithari charge in, and they do not kill anyone as you watch them. They cut tendons in legs and in arms. They hold them down as the mind flayer, one after the other, consumes their brains.
Is he taking his sweet time, or is he just quickly slurping up?
He's he's not like savoring this. He's not like gloating. Okay, they're so in escape mode.
He's not trying to make them suffer. He's just
No.
Okay.
At this point, he's just like, you get the feeling that he would like to, but right now is not the time to do so. He's an intelligent creature. He knows like he's hungry. And these people are very, very smart, and they have a lot of knowledge, and he's very interested in collecting it. But he's going to consume as many as he can, and then leave. So he does that. Ton, Salathil, and Grigori, we're going to go back to you after a couple encounters with one or two soldiers. One of them actually like looks at you. Like kind of like crosses in the hallway, he looks at you, drops his gun, and then runs. Yeah.
I suppose that's just acceptable surrender.
Yeah. The monster is loose. These men are freaking the fuck out. That weird science project the scientists have been working on in the basement is out now, and they're like, fuck it, it's not worth this. It's not worth dying for. It's not. Yeah.
Sure,
You had
I didn't sign up for this. If someone reminds them, this is exactly what you signed in the contract.
Yeah,
it's just like,
they cannot go back to they cannot go back home now.
yeah, I didn't read the user agreement. No one does.
Yeah,
Um,
they're liable to be killed now by their own
well,
people.
yeah, that's fine.
They're deserters
They don't care.
now.
Right now, they don't care. They might care in a couple days. Right now, they're like, let's go over the mountains, see what's happening on the other side of those. So they start to run away, scared. And you head towards the vehicle bay. You enter. There are a lot of vehicles here. Most of them are just there for use. Not a lot of military vehicles. Oops. Some are like there's a lot of the Ratbacks, some personal vehicles, probably belonging to some of the top scientists. And fuck it, there's a tank. There's just like one of the spider tracks, one of the massive like 8-legged things with the giant gun on it. You're not interested in that. That's not what you want. Let me pull up the stats I'm using for this thing. You head over looking for the vehicle that you know is in here. Where is this fucking thing? And then you find it. Here, yeah, fuck it. I'll give you a fucking Tiger King Tiger tank, whatever.
Never financially recover from this.
You steal this. You find it's pretty big. You realize that you have to climb inside of it. The pilot, will be sort of up in head part, and you'll be able to control the legs. The gunner will kind of control. There's like a kind of I'll say fuck it, a central turret. And it has a no, it doesn't have that. There is a giant gun on the floor in front of it, and you can pick it up and carry it. This thing is a proper mech. It has arm. They're not super like dexterous. It's a little slow, but it's powerful. It's fucking tough. It has a toughness of 40 in the front, 25 in the back. And because I like you guys, only need 2 people to use it: the pilot and the gunner.
It's Gregori's birthday today.
Yeah. You head in. Sailafil, make a check for that. A pilot's check, I think. So you can turn it on.
Let me just double check something real quick because I have.
Sure.
I gotta pull up the Weird World book because of mechanically inclined. I think that helps, but I'm not too familiar. I wasn't ready to get the mech today.
Well, yeah, you were in the thing.
Yeah, we were in the thing.
Yeah.
We are in the game now.
Let's see. Come on. Ah, I hate that the Google Docs is like, it's just faster to download it. Alright. Page 23. Mechanically inclined. Your character is good with mechanical and electronic devices. Can easily figure out how to use and repair them. Gets +2 knowledge or repair rolls required to use, design, troubleshoot, or repair. Okay, so I can fix it if bad things happen.
You can.
That is, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that it didn't apply to piloting too. Piloting, yeah. Nope. Do we have 3 bennies or 2?
You have 1 more Benny.
Okay. 5.
That's enough. You you see like the back of it like opens up, and there's like a ladder on sort of the inside of the door, and you can climb up, and you sort of have to like kind of like go up and inside of and down, and you just got to sit in this thing, and there are controls in front of you. You feel like there's pedals on your feet, and you're like, okay, I can do this. You kind of look around, you start hitting buttons, turning things on. Grigori, you climb sort of, it just really right, like technically like your head, actually, yeah, your head like fits between her legs. Like there's slots for her legs, and your head's right there. And Grigori, you're able to essentially kind of use these things, kind of like, you know, in Fallout 4, how like the power armor has like little things like as mechanical hands, kind of like that. So you can kind of control the hands. You sort of a little Jaeger-y, like with the arms. But you turn things on, it is fucking loud. It's cramped, it's hot. You close the door behind you. You are real intimate in here. You get it to turn on, sort of some interior lights turn on to sort of light the things in front of you. You grab the sticks in front of you, and you're able to sort of like use that, and it will like rotate the body, and you sort of have to use the pedals to kind of figure. It takes you a little bit of time, but you get it moving. You get your mech moving. 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot, picking up speed. It's not. You're faster than a person. You're slower than a car. You know?
What kind of gun is this?
I will read you these stats. So the gun is massive, and it has multiple barrels. In fact, it has 3. Sort of a central barrel. You see that like in the legs and body, there are rounds. So the main turret is the 88L71 turret. You have 2 smoke rounds, 35 HE rounds to look up, and then 35 armor piercing rounds. I'll find these exact things. And then there's the actually no, you only have 2 guns, because looking at this I need to change. Then there's the machine gun, the MG44, 1,000 rounds of those. It's 4 rounds per fire. It does not have to reload. And it's like a massive barrel. But like for the main turret, you have to like pull it and then load another round in, and you shove it back in.
Are like both arms 2 different guns?
They hold a single gun. It's like there's like proper humanish arms, so you can like grab people and crush them, or throw them, or punch them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So knowing we are inside, Grigori will immediately look for one of these HE high explosive rounds and load that into it.
That's probably what that means.
And look towards the wall and go, we are blowing our way out of here.
Let's rock and roll.
I'm going to fire this massive shot at the wall to blow a big hole.
You grab this
style.
Yeah, you grab this massive gun.
I imagine that Tan just like steps out of this door, and then there's just the whole wall blows down.
You go? So it's kind of like a smaller building off to the side. There is like a corrugated like garage type of door that you could just like open. Like you could just walk through it. Be like, fuck this. You fire this gun. You don't have to roll. It's a high explosive round at a corrugated garage door. It explodes open. Around this time, you watch as Shay. Do you absorb some blood from the victim?
He's eating. You might as well.
Yeah, it's they're not using it anymore. I can use it to help people.
He's eating their brain. She's got like a straw sucking the blood.
And like any one of those people who looks at me funny, I'm like, you've never seen phlebotomy before?
None of them are looking at you anymore. Roll a notice check.
Cool.
It's totally normal. What are you talking about?
Notice. 4.
Those people in the basement that were looking at you weird, they weren't looking at you weird. They didn't give a shit.
Okay.
They were guarding you.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, they're guarding you. Yeah, they weren't there like, what are you doing? They're like, is she going to die? She's not dying. Good. And they left.
Okay.
During the feeding frenzy,
how many do I get?
Well, I'm gonna before I tell you that, but during the feeding frenzy,
Uh-huh.
he grabs one of the scientists, who's not dead. Their tendons and their Achilles tendons have been slit, so they can't move anymore. They can't run away. They're grabbed by the neck, by the hand. He lifts them up, and he kind of looks at you for a second. The person's still alive, and they're struggling. They're trying to get away, and he brings it towards you. He offers you to be able to absorb some blood first, as a thank you.
Sharing his meal.
Yeah, he's sharing his meal.
Well. I
Oh
I think
god,
they're-
Ton's gonna get the little angel. She's like waiting for the angel on her shoulder, and it's the fucking one-legged Nazi. Like, fucking do it.
the Angel's like, Devil's like, do it. Angel's just like, I mean, yeah.
Angel just Grigori. Angel just
do it.
Grigori.
Angel's like, it is a Nazi. To be
It's like-
fair, it is a Nazi.
Listen, your angels pop up and it's Grigori and Sailor like the fucking fascists. Fuck them.
Yeah. Do it.
Alright, so, and because I don't like to make them suffer, I just put a hand on their shoulder and I'm gonna siphon it out, of one of the shoulders where there's, less nerves. So, I'm gonna do it in a way that it doesn't hurt as much, and
Sure.
and he's gonna pass out so that he doesn't have to
Right.
panic from being eaten.
Okay, so you fully kill that guy. I will say, like in D&D, this wouldn't have reduced your alignment because you're going to die anyway. Like, and it's a fascist. Fuck Nazis. You absorb this guy. The guy dies. The Illithid drops him, looks at you, and says, "You would make an excellent addition to the Illithari," and floats away. I will say, fuck it, recovered 20.
I'm maxed out again.
You're welcome. I love you. That's essentially what I'm saying.
I love you too.
Aw.
I have the power.
You run to the start running towards the vehicle bay, and you hear an explosion. You step out. There are plenty of vehicles to carry the. I'll say they have a chance to look around. There's about 50 Illithari.
Wow.
And over time, they've started to collect weapons. Just a gaggle of naked, heavily armed people following a naked, heavily armed squid man. And they start to pile in to different trucks and cars. Fuck it. I'll say that a couple of them get in the big spider back. I put it there. You can use it too. The thing sort of kind of gets turned on and it kind of like lifts its the big body off the ground and begins to slowly move, following the mech. And you guys leave the vehicle bay, head outside, and we're gonna cut briefly to Oliver, who was able to get away. He did have to blow up the spiderback you guys stole. He did explode that. He rigged it to blow. He's like hiding in the woods elsewhere. You can hear them like look for him. Then he hears an explosion. Takes his rifle, looks up, and sees a convoy, an armed convoy. And he just says, "What the fuck did they find there? Who the fuck did they find in there?" I would like everyone to roll me 3 checks of whatever you want it to be, but it has to make sense for how you're helping the convoy escape. So for instance, like Sailor can roll piloting to try to like lead them. Grigori can roll shooting, which I assume. Ton, you're just in a truck at this point, or a tank. It's up to you. But what are you doing in this moment to help the convoy escape?
Yeah, it is just since Grigori had scouted, went and scouted the area with Salethel, so he's like aiming for those towers to take them out, with like
thing.
the big chain gun. He's shooting at anybody trying to run to hide. Just
Sure
like
thing.
nobody likes it out of here.
So if you're since you're using the chain gun, actually, no, just roll 3 shooting. Fuck me. It's so good. So the arms on the mech can kind of like rotate independently of the torso. They kind of like be able to spin around, so you're able to shoot basically 360 degrees like a tank. They didn't want to remove that, and so you're able pretty easily to cover this. You fire the big gun into a tower, it explodes. You are firing at soldiers starting to return to the compound, being like, what's going on, and just like getting mowed down. Salethil.
Oh. I'm gonna just keep piloting it, making sure
Roll-
we stay
Roll
where
your
we
3
need to be.
piloting checks.
Fuck, where did it go? There it is. Haha, just consistent today.
Roll. Okay, it's a success.
Oh, all right.
That's 2 successes.
I don't know what's going on with the dice today, but there it is.
You begin to run out. It's also a brand. It's a prototype machine. First thing you can do, you can tell what needs to be fixed. 1, it's cramped as hell, and 2, it's very, very loud. So you're kind of like, I don't know how to use this yet. I'm doing pretty good. A little rocky at the start, but you're able to sort of regain control of this thing, and you guys are starting to leave as the big spider back, the giant turret in the back of it, like swerves around, and just like and just starts firing 2. There's the 2 machine guns in the front that kind of look like fangs that are just like kind of like swiveling out and firing. They're kind of like bubble turrets. Those are shooting. Ton, what are you doing?
I'm probably doing my trademark deflection spells on these vehicles that are
Roll.
convoy that is coming out.
Roll your spell casting. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Yeah. Oh, fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, you perform, I think, the best. Nope. Grigori performed pretty good as well. Grigori performed better, actually. You got 3 raises. That doesn't matter. That's so fucking amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of them, sort of like a heavier, like anti-tank, like guy like draped to be anti-tank, like has like takes out a Panzerfaust. Actually, fuck it, he's a Panzer Shrek. It's a reasonable. Takes out this giant bazooka, aims, fires the weapon, and just before it hits the new mech, in the softer back, like in one of the sides, it hits the barrier and explodes, and you can kind of see the fire, like the barrier. My dog is trying to get in my room right now, and he's very, and he can't come see me. It explodes, and they see like, oh shit, that did nothing. They also have magic. And Grigori, the arm swivel around. What do you use on this guy? Do you use a high explosive round? Do you use a machine gun?
Is there just like one guy like standing out there? Like
it's like 2 guys. One guy's with a rifle and it's like firing, trying to do something. The other guy has a Panzer Shrek.
He's going to load the smoke shot and aim it right at the guy with the Panzer Shrek. Hit him directly with it.
Yeah, so he dies. Because that is a metal canister fired from a tank gun.
This poor guy gets Gallaghered, and then just the smoke like comes out of the crate.
Perfect.
You just, like, his head is vaporized. Just like, it's gone. And the guy next to him freaks out, covered in his friend's blood, bone, and brain. And then just smoke fills the area, and he's to fucking run. As you guys charge out,
machine gun hits him in the back. Like
he dies too. Fuck it. You guys
Just
start making your way.
Amount of overkill.
You make your way down the mountain, and you see, like waving you down was Oliver, being like, "What the fuck, guys?"
I drive up in our truck, and I'm just like, hello.
Question.
I opened the passenger side door for him.
Question: Is that in that truck? Is the illithid in that truck, or is it any different?
Did he want to hang out in this truck?
I'm asking you. Do you want him to hang out with you in that truck?
Sure.
Sure, excellent. He gets in and looks at you and goes, "So what the fuck?" And he turns around and goes, "Jesus," or "Hello," or I don't know what the fuck. God, a god name. As this thing like.
I also would have asked what this illithid's name is.
Mm-hmm. He called himself the Illithard.
The Illithard. Oh.
Yes.
This is Illithard. Illithard. This is
The Illithard.
This is the Illithard. The is very important in the name.
Yeah,
all you hear in the distance is Grigori laughing while the machine gun's firing at straggling people.
That's one way to hear that is Sailithil, and Sailithil, it's pretty hard to hear. Yeah. Again, this thing looks like a giant, like, hard suit diving suit, with a giant gun and like two giant, like, exhaust pipes kind of poking out the back. They're just like spewing smoke. It's not very fuel efficient, but nothing was back then.
The Illithard, this is Oliver. And
I know.
He knows.
That's not weird.
That is a new toy our friends found.
Holy shit! Why is the truck full of naked people? Like, are you driving like a big like military style truck? I assume.
Yeah, probably.
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with yeah.
Gotta get all
Fuck
those
it.
people out.
Yeah. You look in the back, and there's the mind flare, and there's a bunch of naked people with guns. He goes, "Fuck it, sure. I don't know what the fuck."
I started explaining to him.
Yeah, explaining to him. He says that doesn't help. Frankly, doesn't help. Wow, we were wrong. Jesus, fuck. We honestly was not expecting psychic experiments using the mind flayer. That's new.
Yeah, especially, you know. Honestly, I thought it would be more blood magic-y.
It was, you know, I was expecting some sort of like nuclear power, something nuclear. You know, not what we're doing. Doesn't matter. Oh wow. Oh, I should not have said that out loud.
Ah, but you did.
Oh boy, you just realized you revealed like a pretty important state secret. Didn't say that. As you guys continue down the road.
Have you ever? Can you like? I don't think it matters at this point. No, it's fine.
Sure.
It's not my concern.
Yeah, okay. You continue down the road, into the town, the little town, that you had cleared out. A few things you're gonna need, probably more ammunition, which, I'll say, fuck it. You guys can raid, like, the transport depot and get some more ammunition for the tanks, for your 2 tanks. Not only that, enough diesel to keep these things running. The 2 tanks need a lot of fuel to keep moving. You have a lot of distance to cover. I assume you're keeping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I assumed you were keeping them.
They can drive their military trucks. I'm gonna switch back to the vehicle we came in.
Sure, the old farmer pickup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I am not returning to town in any of that.
Yeah, beautiful thing about tanks, is that they're pretty good on, like, they're pretty good all-terrain vehicles. So, like, you guys don't need to travel down the tanks. You guys can off to the side.
And there is enough foresting area outside of the city to hide shit in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, if you guys, yeah. You guys, is there anything else you want to do in the little village?
Let's see. You guys rated it for stuff. Ooh, that's a good question.
If Is this village close enough that there's going to be that word is going to get out if we leave it?
So you destroyed the only form of long-range communication beyond.
They don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, beyond like the occasional train doesn't really come through. Like this place is more like a depot than an actual like spot you like trains come through a lot. And it was mostly to supply the thing you just destroyed. So yeah, they could like one of the people nearby might like could drive somewhere and be like, so a bunch of weird shit happened, but you're not sure what they're gonna do. But they can't radio or call. There's no like phone or telegraph or radio.
I think that'd be funny if there was like one, person looked like they're gonna run towards the garrison to alert someone, and like the gun turns towards them, so they stop and are like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, no, you come in, you see that guy staring, and kind of looks at the garrison, remembers what happened earlier today, and goes, no, and turns around and walks away because you killed the garrison.
Well, this turned into Red Letter Day. It's the greatest day.
So, assuming that we killed everyone, they're not going to know until they send a supply train in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Probably. You hear the Illithards says, "We left some alive. They run mountains."
Fortunately, I do not think we need to worry too much about them, since they are technically deserters and will be shot on sight now.
Yes. So I assume you guys return to Sarest?
And it's about stop time, so yeah, we should get back.
We will close out on you all sort of heading off into the sunset, preparing to return to Sarest to your allies. And we're just before we leave, I'm gonna do one very quick little sort of teaser for the next couple sessions. We cut far away to a train stopped in front of a destroyed bridge.
Those bastards didn't do it right.
They did their best. They get off this train. There's some Volk who kind of look over down below to the train that was sent ahead of this one that is currently resting at the bottom of this ravine. They look at each other. They turn, stand at attention, and salute a very tall, very beautiful drow woman in a dress that looks like it's made of spider's silk. A crown on her head as she walks up, looks over, and says, "Delayed again." That's where we're going to end.
Ah,
Fucking Empress.
Yeah, who else would have a division of Volk
the most
as her
elite
bodyguard?
Grigori, you're gonna get to shoot Hitler in the face.
You're going to get to shoot Fancy Hitler.
Oh, but she doesn't. Well, I'll never be able to recreate the nut shot achievement accurately.
I mean, if you line the shot up well, it can ricochet and hit both ovaries.
Oh, that's true.
You can shoot her right in the fallopian tube.
They're just gonna be like, all right, let's get this big thing. Grigori's like, I have to leave now. My plant needs to be disappears. Like an hour later, just the giant arc firing of one of the high explosive shots from the mech.
Perfect.
I destroyed some testicles in that one.
Yeah, some testicles were lost, just not hers, or maybe hers. You don't know.
Hitler,
Could be hers, could be not. Either way, we're going to. We get to meet Fantasy Hitler. That's
going to be Fantasy. And this one isn't a drug addict. She's actually competent.
I was just saying that we know of. That's how we'll beat her. Get her addicted to heroin, guys. It's the only way.
Get her addicted to heroin for 40 years and make her really unhealthy by the end.
And make fun of her painting skills. Maybe she'll just take a blow to her their ego enough and leave.
Oh, fun fact: Hitler had trouble pooping. Anyways, it was a common thing with world. so much stress that their body can't poop anymore.
Yeah.
It's weird.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Nice.
Good night.